the beginnings of shadows. In a remote town in America, wooden houses were scattered between thick trees, and the atmosphere was calm, but their calm was misleading. There, in one of those houses, a young child named Thomas lived. At his 6th age, Thomas has never known the taste of the whole family. His mother was absent, as if she had fallen from memory, leaving behind an endless passion for exploring the past. His father was a strict man, carrying the burden of losing his wife. Despite his love for his son, he was little words. The days were going slowly, and every morning Thomas woke up in his wooden bed, listening to the sounds of nature, but he did not feel peace. He had a permanent feeling that there was something strange to surround him, as if eyes were watching him from the shadows. One day, while he was wandering in the garden of the house, Thomas found a mysterious message lying on the floor. It was written in a zigzag line, and it caused his curiosity. Read it with a low voice. "Remember, you don't know everything. The truth will come to you in time." He did not understand the true meaning of the message, but his heart began to be beating quickly. Who was sending these messages? And why did they choose it in particular? With the passage of days, things began to complicate more. Thomas found old photos in a dilapidated box in the attic. The pictures were with a woman who was smiling at him in love, but the features were cloudy as if they were just lost memories. He was wondering, is she my mother? Why can't I remember her? And every time he was asking his father, the latter was freezing in his place, looking at the earth as if the earth would swallow it. Then came a fateful night as Thomas woke up to the sound of faint steps outside his window. His heart was beating heavily, and when he looked, he saw something moving in the dark. There was a shadow watching him, seemed to be a human being, but he had no features. Fear rushed to his heart, hiding under the cap, trying to convince himself that everything was just a nightmare. But he could not escape from feeling that there is an abnormal thing to surround it. The next day, while he was eating breakfast with his father, he hesitantly asked, "My father, who is that woman in the pictures?" His father looked deeply, then closed his eyes for a moment. He answered in a faint voice, "This is an old story. You shouldn't know it." Words were like a thunderbolt for Thomas. A feeling of mystery and anxiety began to control it. Why were there secrets that prevent him from knowing his past? The messages began to follow, and every message was carrying a strange character. Watch out for shadows. Do not trust anyone. At that moment, Thomas realized that he was stuck in a network of puzzles and secrets. He decided that he would not remain stuck in the ignorance of the past. He had to discover the truth, no matter how painful. With the passage of days, Thomas felt that the shade he watched was approaching more. He started looking for answers, even if that means facing his fears. As the night entered, dreams were interfered with reality. He saw himself in a dark house, wandering in corridors, listening to unclear whispers as if something he was calling. While the episode was approaching its end, Thomas stood in front of an old mirror in his room, where he saw his reflection, but something strange was showing him. There was a shadow moving, and when he tried to check, he disappeared. That moment was an invitation to enter the depths of darkness, to explore what fate hidden for him. Thomas decided that the next time he would go to the nearby forest, as he always felt that something would wait for him. His journey will start exploring the dark past. and everything he wanted to know about his mother and what is happening in his world. How will his messages and images overlap with these secrets? What is the fate that awaits in the shadow of darkness?